Hello, guys, welcome back. I'm Ansel, and today we're talking about Legion number 5. Legion number 5. Anyway, so this is the end of this mini series that came a little unexpectedly. I don't think. I mean, I. It's not like I'm always looking for Marvel news on future miniseries, but I never got to know that this was coming out before it started coming out. But I'm glad that it came out because even though I'm gonna say this since already, even though I don't think it was anything outstanding. I mean, it's not like the best Legion run ever. The previous run, I think it was considerably better, but it was very well done. It was fun. It was exciting, and it had some elements that I really loved how they were executed. I think I'm gonna talk a little more about that. We had David dealing once again with all his internal personalities and how one of these, called Lord Trauma, the embodiment of traumas, uh, really was trying to take control of everything inside his mind, which is very representative. I mean, a little on the nose, not that subtle, but it was well handled anyway. A representation of how the human mind works when there is such a big trauma that really, really, really damages the psyche of a person. This trauma threatens to take control of everything else that is inside a person's brain, which in the case of David is like threatening like a whole city full of people because of how many individual personalities he has in that place. So he reaches for help, and he tries to get help from a girl that is considered the best psychologist, it's like psychiatrist. I think sometimes they talk about her like she is one thing, and sometimes they talk about her like she is the other thing. Maybe she's both. I don't know. That doesn't really matter. The thing is that she is very good at what she does, and what she does is actually very nice because she helps people overcome their personal difficulties. So she takes, at the beginning, she didn't want to participate in this because of the wackiness going around with David's powers, but then she decides to actually help him, and she goes deep. She goes so deep that she actually goes inside David's mind, which is said in a literal way, not the figurative way. That's another one of those interesting contrasts to real life in this situation that I really enjoyed. Because first I mentioned that Lord Trauma is like it's very symbolic in how a trauma in a person can take control of their lives, and now we have a therapist that really participate with her patient in such a way that she actually gets inside the mind of the patient to try to help him. So they take this not only in a symbolic way, but they actually make it literal, given the set of virtually limitless of David's powers, and she is inside his head, dealing with literally dealing with his trauma. So I really loved all this implementation, the way they have been working it throughout the 5 issues, and in here we have the final part of this story. As we saw at the end of the last one of the previous issue, Lord Trauma saw as his last result, and it was very smart of him to use her trauma against her to avoid her from helping David. And this is another one of the things that I really find very like a mirror of things that happen in actual therapy. Sometimes, I mean, the psychologists and the psychiatrists are not people that are 100% healthy when it comes to the mind. I mean, they are not perfect in the same way that a doctor that treats a disease or an illness in you is not a person that will never get sick. So every therapist takes a risk when dealing with a patient, because in dealing with that person's problems and issues and memories and all that stuff, there is a risk of creating a resonance, of creating like an echo that could make the therapist remember its own issues issues and traumas and memories and all that stuff. So as everything else in here, this is taken to a literal interpretation inside David's mind, and I really loved how it was handled, and I really loved how she confronts this, because now it's not only about helping David but also helping herself to help David. And we have a resolution that actually brings makes them become um, uh, lets them improve themselves in many ways. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe just I'm going to add that during the last few pages there was a surprising, maybe not that unexpected, but there was a surprising and very bittersweet moment that left me a little uh, shaken for a little while, and but I think that it was actually great. So overall, I've loved this mini series. I'm gonna have to give it 4 legions out of 5. I mean, for David Hollers out of 5, because it was really good, and I recommend it if you have a chance to check it out, to start reading it. Jesus Christ, it's so hot in here. So if you hate it, please click the like button, and thank you for watching. Go read Legion if you can. Wait for the trade paperback if you can. I really think it's worth your time. So next time, yeah, next time, that's the part that I'm missing. I'll see you next time. Thank you again for being here.